Here's team pursuit. I'll get through this real quickly. And this is our football field. We put cones 7 yards from the sideline, both at the 10-yard line and at the goal line. If I think our players are lazy and out of shape, I make it 15. But it's 10, and 10's hard enough. I also put one in the center of the field, and then again we have 2 cones over here, 7 yards from the sideline, over here. We also have about 4 footballs sitting back here. And what will happen is the coaches will stand here, or like the first day, honestly, we stand right over here, and we just yell the plays. We'll say 28 fly, or fly right, and they'll line up and they'll run it. And we tell the young guys, depending on the number of kids we have, we'll say, guys, we're going to run every play 3 times. So if you don't have a clue what you're doing, number 1, don't be in the first group. And number 2, do exactly what the guy in front of you did. And we will go through. So like I say 60 plays, it's not number 1s aren't getting 60 plays. Our team is getting 60 plays. But we run every outside run or quick pass we have in our playbook. Every one of them. And we'll run them for every formation we have. One coach feeds the football, make sure that it's always there, the center has it, because we don't want to waste it. And then we have 2 coaches that are either signaling the play or yelling out the play, depending on what it is, or going off the wristband. I tell my coaches, coach on the run, because everybody wants to say, hey, can I talk to that kid? You can yell to that kid. You can't tell them to stop what they're doing. You can yell to them, but you can, as long as you can yell. And sometimes our coaches will be like running alongside the guy. I tend to stand here and just yell stuff at everybody. But it's just rapid fire going, and then also they have to exit outside here. Kids will get lazy and they'll want to run back through here, but the next group is running the play there, and you don't want to collide into each other. It happens. That's why you got to make sure they exit around the outside. By the way, if we're running a play to the right, the entire offensive line has to get to that cone. The back has to get outside here. Everybody has to get that cone except the quarterback who runs the opposite cone, and they come back and do it again. Our goal is 20 perfect plays. That's our goal. We usually will run between 50 and 60, but our goal is 20 perfect plays. Any fumble, any incomplete pass, or any penalty. So if we're in an illegal formation, if somebody false starts, if the ball's on the ground for any reason, if we have 10 guys because people are taking breaks. Because by the way, we tell the guys, take a break if you need it. If you need water, go get water. The team will suffer because you're taking that break. But you go ahead and do what you need to do, because this is what we have to get to. And there are days, thankfully it doesn't happen very often, but usually once per season, that we will get to about -12 for our count, or -16. Because like the first 4 plays, balls on the ground, not lined up right, false start. Suddenly we're at -16. I blow my whistle. I ask our team if we're really going to practice today, or if they want to waste our time, or if they want to get better. We'll then go say, hey guys, we're going to start again. Just remember that if we don't reach our goal, that we will take time out of practice to just run. We'll lose offensive practice time to just run, if that's what you do. So we go back and start again. If they're still negative, then we just stop right there. We go do conditioning for the next 10 minutes. And then also during offensive time, we run. Because we're practicing communication, we're practicing formation, we're practicing reading our communication system, we're practicing mesh. We have lots of stuff with that. And the kids, like I said, the kids they hate it because it's so fast, so up-tempo, and they are sucking air when they're done. After the second day, we send the second group to the outside of the field, both so that they're not messing up the varsity group, because the upperclassmen get really upset when the freshmen don't know what they're doing. And I ask them, why would they know what they're doing, right? They've never done this before. But then also, because we want to get more conditioning with it. One thing, too, I'll say about communication is I tell our players that everyone needs to be able to know the play. So if the play is blackjack, everyone needs to be able to read it from the wristband or get that signal from the sideline and know it's blackjack. Our quarterback will quite often say blackjack, blackjack, just to make sure everyone's on the same page. But they should not be waiting to hear what the play is from the quarterback. We also say that everyone has to do their mission work. And for those who don't know, mission work is when you go out and you spread the good news. So if I'm the receiver closest to the sideline and I hear blackjack, blackjack, I should immediately start running to my spot, yelling blackjack, blackjack, blackjack as I'm getting lined up. Or if we're changing the formation and we're saying hot right, 26 counter, hot right, 26 counter. Or really, I say that because there's so many people who play in the room. That's not what we actually call it. We'll say hot right this. They're immediately going hot right, hot right, hot right because they're getting lined up and they're communicating that stuff so that they get that information. And again, we can go a lot faster when teams work together and communicate. It happens really good. By the way, our kids know this. We talked about it. If we run 60 plays, we're probably pretty good. And now, I'm not saying our count will be 60, but if we run 60 total plays, we're probably going to be okay. We might lose 1 or 2 games, but we should be okay if we run 60 plays. Our goal is 20. This is film. And guys, I apologize. I've tried for 5 years to film Team Pursuit. I've had other people try and film Team Pursuit, and I can't get film of Team Pursuit. It's like myth or legend or something. I don't know. I had it all lined up this last year to film a bunch of segments of Team Pursuit from different angles. And I get in, I look at the film, and one's a close-up of my assistant coach signaling all the plays. And I mean close-up. You see like this of him. And I don't know what the guy was thinking when he was filming that. I tried something else, and of course the camera tipped over. I tried something, so sorry. But it's they line up, they go fast. Take my word for it.